All right, we're in the finals here. This hand's good. Very resource heavy, but that's okay. Turn 2 Seeker is usually a keep, I would think. Ooh, Flooded Strand. Opponent's already on a good monetary start. Barrage is actually kind of nice. If he doesn't outlast, I think I'll probably just barrage for kill value, but maybe that's greedy. Ooh, he didn't. All right, well now I'm much more tempted to just barrage for the kill. Because it also pumps our Seeker. Would have been nice if he had a another 1 toughness guy there, but that's okay. I mean, I could play the Weapon Master, but I think at this point he's more motivated to outlast, so I think we're going to go for the barrage kill here. Mostly because I don't necessarily need barrage kill to win. The lifelink is nice, killing his outlast guy is nice, and striking in for 3 damage is also nice. So next turn we can go Tranquil Cove, Afridi Weapon Master, Morphed. Still maintains some pretty good aggression. Could be a 5-2 here, actually. No attacks. All right, that's interesting. Let's Cove and... Do I want to swing Seeker? If he's leaving back the Morph, I think he's willing to block, so I'm going to leave my Seeker back and just Morph. Because then next turn I can master the way his Morph guy and be more abusive, basically. But next turn I'm only going to be able to, well, 5 should be enough to take care of pretty much any threat, I would think. No land drop either? All right. Well, we're going to go for the old... I'm going to go for the old master the way here, I think. Wait a second. Did I screw that up? I don't think I did. Oh, I needed to play the land. No, I didn't screw it up. All right. Let's just do this. Could do the Weapon Master too, but I don't want to lose my Seeker. All right. That works. I think at this point I'm willing to trade with my Seeker. If he's invested a feat into it, oh, he wants to preserve his guy too? All right. All right, well, not out of action yet. Still got to unmorph this guy at some point and do something. So he's just missing his land drop, huh? All right. Guess we swing in. All right, it was just a Horde Ambusher. Nothing special. Hit his 5th land. See if it makes a difference for him. Still no plays, which tells me he's either off of his blue source, which I guess seems likely, but then why did he... Still don't quite understand why he would play the Flooded Strand for a white source then. Maybe he just drew rapidly a bunch of white sources, so it panned out. See if he's got the kill shot here. No, he's got a burn away. And sadly, burn away is good against us since our dig through time is going to be pricier now. But We've actually got pretty nice follow-up. All right, so he's Mardu. Got it. So the Flooded Strand is more for deck thinning and graveyard filling, I would assume. We're also at Dig Through Time territory even without a graveyard now, which is kind of nice. All right. I don't have my Barrage of Boulders left, but I do have my, well, This could offer the trade at the Bloodfire Expert, but Flying Crane Technique motivates me to want to keep it. Don't know what this is yet, but it's likely a Ponyback Brigade, because we haven't seen one yet. If it is a Ponyback Brigade, I'd prefer to trade. Because Bloodfire Expert's going to get worse. But then again, attack with Expert, let him trade a Chief, possibly Unknown Morph. Let's just get in there. Let's see what he blocks with. Alright, so he is willing to make that trade. I'm going to leave the Valley Dasher in my hand. It's only 2 mana. If it's a Ponyback Brigade, it's actually not that bad because of the Kieran. Crackling Doom. Well, now I kind of wish I'd played the post-combat Valley Dasher, but it's alright. At least we get to crack back. And he likely can't unmorph. Well, I think this is as good a time as ever to bring low this fella. And it was a Grim Haruspex. Wow. Well, that guy's even better than Ponyback, I would think. We're definitely pocketing our mountain at this point. Alright, Bond can. At least I can still strike into that. Unfortunately, Ankle Shanker, well, I guess I can still strike into that too. Alright, let's get in there. See how he blocks. Blocks with Shanker. Play the Prowler. That's a pretty bold move. Must have a kill shot, but certainly not going to not attack. All right, let's get this guy down. Little ace in the hole in case he comes up with. Well, I guess he's got the answer for the Summit Prowler now in the Bondkin. But I don't want him to know that he. There we go. All right. So now we can definitely get lethal with our Morph guy. All right. So got game 1, playing against Mardu. He's got some great cards. He's got Crackling Doom. He has Grim Haruspex, Ankle Shanker. Rough Rider is fantastic. Multiple Bondkins. Seems like a pretty powerful deck. Ambusher, Burnaway. So good removal, good creatures. Feat of Resistance is fantastic. His deck looks good. The only reason he really lost that is he was off his Black Source like the whole game. Kind of want to stick with my Barrage of Boulders plan. Is it greedy? I don't think so. We saw multiple Bondkins. I almost want to cut the Valley Dasher again. Go with that same plan we had last time. So bring in the Blazebringer and then cut the tracker. To be honest, the boulders are going to be less necessary in this game. Because he doesn't seem very defensive. He seems very offensive. But I still think it's out of my pool, it's my best It's my best build. My best build is the Barrage of Boulders plan. At least I can potentially take out his Bonkins, and he still could have Ponyback Brigade. There's still a very high probable chance that he's got Ponyback. Ankle Shanker is going to be a problem. Card's tough to deal with, but we're just going to have to cope. All right, 2 blue sources in this hand. I don't know about this one. I think we got to mull that. All right, this hand's much better. This hand's actually quite good. We're very busy and early. Hey, it's actually kind of nice. I do feel like the lifelink is going to be pretty good in this match. All right, well, not thrilled about how this is going to go down, but I think we're still, well, I guess I don't have to crash into it, do I? Not now. Let's just play a student and pass. Because now we're just Barrage Boulders away from blowing that guy out, so let's play our blue source, play a student, and then just pass. Certainly will trade a student for a Hate Blade, I guess, if I have to, in a pinch. But, alright. Witness. Alright. Can I get a witness? I think we just swing with student, see what he does. Takes it, so we'll follow up with a Horde Chief now. It seems like a pretty good opportunity for that. Especially with the Jeskai Charm in hand. Ooh, Haruspex is a nasty one. I'm going to have to kill that at some point. Hasn't played a red source yet. Alright, another morph. Could draw some hardcore cards off of these attacks, but I think we still go for it. Kind of tempted. I think we actually just Tormenting Voice first. Yeah, this is actually going to be good. So, oddly enough, I'm going to ditch the Witness of the Ages so I can play the Mountain after I draw. We're going to pump our prowess guys. We're going to Jeskai Charm, likely the Grim Haruspex on top of his deck. It's going to leave him with not good blocks and a really devastating attacking force, I think. Guess these are going to get double pumped, but maybe it's not worth it. Double prowess, Jeskai Charm pump. Don't want him to draw cards, especially since he's off red. Yeah, I think Jeskai Charming top is going to be the best. All right, let's Tormenting Voice. So I'm paying 2. Dumping my Morph guy, who I do like, but I think this is a higher priority at the moment. More lands is not exactly what I wanted, but it's all right. I think that so I think we just swing with these 3 now, and he's going to Hate Blade block the Seeker, and then we'll top the Haruspex, because he might be motivated to block this Morph too, in which case we get a really nice blowout, but we'll see. All right, so let's just top this guy now so he doesn't get any value. He does get value, but we're still gaining life. This may not work as well as I'd like it to, but I don't know what to do about the Hate Blade, to be honest. I could have just chilled there, but I felt like I kind of committed to the play. It's not the best play, but here's here's the pros. Here's what didn't work out. What didn't work out is our Tormenting Voice drew 2 lands off of a non-land that I had to discard. And the only reason I kept the mountain was to ensure that I could cast the Jeskai Charm. So, in that sense, not ideal. But, alright, I guess just overall it wasn't that ideal. But, that's okay. Once again, I guess, all right, the only good thing that came out of that is he didn't draw a card off the Hateblade dying, and we took away his draw step. But it did come at the cost of pretty good cards, and I'm kind of at the will of my deck at the moment, which is a bit scary. I guess I do have an Outlast guy, but I don't know. Not an ideal spot to be in. All right, so he's going to likely find his red source at this point. I may, well, at least I have a good attack now, I guess. Which means Flying Crane Technique is going to be lethal. That's a good sign. Barrage of Boulders is not going to be able to get in, but I've got a guy that can get 4 power at some point, so that's actually pretty good. Found a couple red sources. All right, so he can't flip his Haruspex either, which is quite good for us. I hope I draw a non... No, that's not bad. Yeah, I think that's the game plan here. So I think the game plan is... I have to think about it. I could swing for 4, which brings him to 7. Could Outlast... I could swing for 2, Outlast. Outlast again. And then Barrage of Boulders is for sure lethal. But only if he doesn't have any removal, which doesn't seem likely. If I attack with both... If I attack with all 3, I can kill a Morph, but then I can't use my Barrage later. If I swing with everything and he blocks both, then Barrage kills both, and that's insane. I think we swing team, as strange as this might be. Because we know a Haruspex and we know we probably can't flip this Morph, so getting his Morphs off the board for the Barrage of Boulders still seems really worth it. I mean, getting in for 6 points of damage certainly seems worth it. Huh. Double blocking. All right. Well, the second one is the Grim Haruspex. So I guess I would rather kill the Unknown, because the Unknown could potentially be better. Oh, wait, no. That's the Grim Haruspex. The second one is the Unknown. I could guarantee kill the Grim Haruspex, but since I feel like I can deal with a 3-2 better than a whatever Unknown this is. So let's kill the Unknown, deal some damage to him. Guess it's just a Horde Ambusher, so not as good as the other one, but that's all right. We're still on point to be lethal if we outlast a couple times here, but still would like a creature draw. He does have Burn Away. He does have Feat of Resistance as well. I think we're in Outlast mode, if we can. Depending on what he plays, of course. Ponyback Brigade. Well, Ponyback Brigade into our Barrage of Boulders is not an emergency situation. Alright, I think we just outlast, play a land, and pass. So we can flip this, which makes me kind of wish I'd killed this now, but there was a chance I hit a ponyback. Well, I guess the ponyback brigade, maybe I should have just guaranteed killed the Haruspecs. I'm not sure. We're still not in any real immediate danger. Oh, dig through time. All right, I see. So he wants me to barrage boulders now so we can flip this, but I don't want to do that. I think we dig first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get a prowess going. See what we get here. Warden of the Eye. Bring low. Mystic. Summit Prowler. I kind of want the Summit Prowler. Kind of want the Warden of the Eye, but I just emptied my graveyard. I could get my dig through time back, though. I'm trying to think what the best options are. Summit Prowler, because I can play it right away into Barrage of Boulders, potentially for lethal. But then if he has an answer to Summit Prowler, it's not lethal anymore. He's still going to get to draw a bunch of cards. I think it might actually be best to take the Bring Low and the Summit Prowler. That way, well, Mystic's unblockable. Summit Prowler's going to let me barrage right away, but if he can kill my Prowler in response, then that's going to be a problem. The Mystic might be too slow at this point, but that's not necessarily true either. I think we take the Prowler. The problem is, if I, him being untapped too. I think I take the Bring Low and the Prowler. Alright, so what this does is, lets me play the Prowler right now, and it lets me bring low his Haruspecs next turn. And the benefit of that is, if he does not, it's not going to let him draw into an answer when I barrage of boulders. Like, if I bring low the Haruspecs, next turn I can still barrage of boulders for potentially lethal. To play it ultra safe, I could outlast my Salt Road Patrol. Which might not be a horrible idea. Alright, no attacks. I think we're going to play the safe route here. Because I'm scared of removal, I think I'm just going to outlast and pass. This is interesting. This is actually, I think, going to work out really well for us. So what I'm going to do is bring low. All right. Okay. So that thing dies. Now we bring low the Haruspecs. Can I play a land? I already did play a land. Okay. So 2 land left. So now I barrage of boulders and my guys are unblockable, but he's going to get to draw 4 cards, which means he can find an answer in 4 cards. He could, but I think it's still definitely worth it. So we're going to go for that. gives him 4 cards to find an answer. Could also have Murderous Cut, but... Oh, it's non-token creature. Jeez. I should have known better. Wow, cool. Won the draft. Pretty surprised since our deck is pretty mediocre, but I'm really happy that you got to see Barrage of Boulders do a lot of work. You got to see Flying Crane technique in action. So all in all, it worked out very nicely. I'm happy to take the victory here. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one. You had 2 bomb cards that broke board cell. Misclick. Ugh. What did he misclick? I missed it. All right. We'll see you guys for the next one.